Howdy folks, welcome back. Today we're out here on the range on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's about 70 degrees here, mid-November. Couldn't ask for better weather. Anyways, today we're going to be testing out the Hornady 165 grain SST with Staball match powder, roughly 45 to 47 grains. We've got 5 groups with 5 shots each to test. So stay tuned and we'll get into it. But real quick, if you like this sort of content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can check out all my other channels, affiliate links, and all that fun stuff over at dummyroundreloading.com. So thanks, and let's get into it. All right, guys, we've got a target down at 100 yards. We're going to start with 45 grains of Staball match in the 308 Winchester here with 165 grain SST. Got the gun warmed up. We're zeroed at 200, so we're going to be hitting a little high of our targets. No big deal. Let's see what happens at 45 grains. Well, from here, that first group's looking pretty good. We are already seeing a slightly flattened primer, however, so it's going to be exciting to see what happens here as we move up. I can't tell if one of them had 2 in the same hole or if it threw one low into the black. That could change it up between a 2-inch or a 1-inch group there. But we're going on to 45.5 grains. I might have pulled that one a little early, but I can't make excuses for all of them. Still looking good on the primers and the brass. That felt like a good shot, but it looks like it threw it way out left again. Yeah, that one is not the group of the day there. All right, 46.5. Yeah, our primers are looking the exact same all throughout these charges so far, which is good. Oh, that last one totally screwed it up, but I'll be honest, I didn't have a great, my cheek weld didn't feel good. Wasn't in the eye box, sun's in my eyes, excuses. We had 4 of them. Boop. We might have to revisit that one. But here's our maximum charge of 47 grains. Brass still looks good, primers look fine, no piercing, no cratering, nothing like that, not too flat. 4 more shots here. Too bad, not too bad. Let's hold it together now. All right, not too bad. Let's go grab our target, head back inside. We'll measure some groups and see what we want to do from here. All right, guys, we just got back in shooting the 165 SSTs here. At our first charge of 45 grains, we got 4 of them into 1.138. And our fifth shot here opens that up to 1.929 inches. And these are outside to outside, so if you want to subtract 0.308, you can do that and get your center to center measurements. That's up to you. Moving on to 45.5, we have a 1.480 group. A little bit of horizontal stringing here, but everything vertically is within about a half an inch, so that's nice. 2 touching, and then a little bit of stringing off to the side at a 1.480. Not too bad. And it does look like, though, our point of impact is shifting from maybe 11 o'clock to right at 12 o'clock here. So maybe that's happening between these powder charges. But then if we jump up to 46 grains, we are straight up at 12 o'clock with this. But yet again, the same style of horizontal stringing. But if we overlay this group with this group, that's almost 10 shots right in that 1.5 inches. Except when we have this flyer way out here, that opens this 5-shot group to 2.291. So a little bit of horizontal stringing. Maybe there's something between these two charges we could play with and maybe tighten that up, because it looks like we have a similar point of impact. Just something to think about there. But bumping up to 46.5. Same point of impact, dead noon there. 4 shots, really close, but 1 flyer outside there. Brings our group total to 1.760. Then we take our best 4, that's 0.888. And then if you subtract your 308 from that, we are at a 580 on this. So a little over a half inch for my best 4 on that one. And again, a consistent point of impact right at dead noon, 12 o'clock there. So that's pretty good there. Maybe I threw that one. Maybe that was the load. Maybe we can play with the tuner or seating depth. Something like that might bring these back in here. Hard telling. But let's bump it up to our maximum charge. It looks like we've shifted back left here with our point of impact a little bit. We've got 3 touching and then a 4th back there with the other groups, and then 1 straight up of this new cluster back to the left side. So I don't know if we're shifting point of impacts here at this newer powder charge. But either way, that gives us a 1.582 inch group, and this 4-shot group here is in 0.985 inches. So this target, not too bad. It looks like here we had some stringing. Could have been myself pulling one out to either side. I could have pulled this one, but I can't take blame for all of them. This is what reloading is, and you can see what your gun does. Overall, though, these look pretty consistent between their points of impact, although our group is spreading out and opening up. And then here to here, we still have the same point of impact with a little bit tighter. And then still similar point of impact, but maybe shifted back to where this first group was. Not too sure about that. But really though, from a distance, this isn't the worst looking target. But let's take a look at our brass and see if those will sway us in one direction or another. So our SSTs, we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And we have super round primers, no cratering. Brass looks great. Powder burned very clean. Sealed off at the necks, no blow by. And there's our maximum charge, just barely starting to flatten, and maybe a slight cratering on the primer there from the firing pin, though that could be a characteristic of my particular gun. And there's our first charge. It looks identical. Aside from the number written on there, those look the same to me. But we all know primers are actually a pretty horrible gauge of pressure. So, although it doesn't tell us the whole story, we can see that our first and our maximum charge are both very similar and not over our pressure, starting to flatten the crap out of those. Anyways, I am not too sold on any of these groups here. I do like this 4th one here. Maybe I can try that out and we can tighten this up. We can play with seating depth perhaps. Maybe I need to get out the chronograph and see how consistent that is. I don't plan on shooting super long range or any of that crap. If this is a hunting round, which an SST is, I'm not going to be taking any shots super far out, maybe 100, 200 yards. You can see we've got our 200 yard zero here, hitting a little high at 100 there. But anyways, do we have a similar point of impact here, folks? What do you think about that? Should we roll with this one because it's also similar, but obviously grouping up tighter? Or is it also throwing them out? What would you do here, folks, to help old dummy out? Appreciate you hanging out, folks, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.